I think I've seen and participated in a lot of activities that I would not have otherwise participated in, perhaps if I was doing something else. So what is my day like at work? I have two roles. I only became head of department about 1 year ago. So some of the duties I do are still new to me, but they could be scary for me, but they are not. If something looks difficult, I simply tell myself it's a challenge, I can overcome it, and it feels good when you're able to do something well. When you get a good grade in class, how does it feel? Yes, that wow feeling that you can breathe, you feel you can walk on a cloud, you can conquer anything, and that's whether you're 6 years old or 90 years old, the feeling of success is always the same. So that's what you should strive for. So as a lecturer, I teach. I have students doing their first degree, that's the PhD degree. I also teach people doing their second degree. I supervise their research. You understand what research is? To invest, it's like what you do in the lab. That is the first step in research. So I supervise student research, and those doing their first degree, the master's degree, and the PhD degree. I also do my own research, so I have to apply for research funds, and sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. But if I'm not, I ask myself why, and then try to improve. I don't go home and just sleep and cry and say I want to try again. You keep trying. It doesn't mean you're bad, but it means someone was slightly better than you. Find out why and try to get better. So I'm hired sometimes as a consultant. I hope you understand what that means. It's just a fancy name for somebody who knows how to do something well, and they give you that job to do, and they pay you. Sometimes it's good money. So I've done consultancies for a number of organizations. I've decided to list a few here. I've done some work for the National Planning Authority, where I was asked to see whether it was a good idea for Uganda to promote beekeeping, the beekeeping industry. And then I've done work for the International Union for the Conservation of Nature, that's IUCN, where they wanted to see whether it would be a good thing to start spraying the inside of houses with insecticide to control mosquitoes, to stop malaria. So I did some work for them in Kabale, and we thought they could try, and of course they had to change their strategy a little bit based on what I found out with some of my colleagues. I've done some work for the African Development Bank, and this one, they wanted to see how best to try and control tsetse in Uganda and in Africa. You've heard of tsetse. So there's a lot of, it causes sleeping sickness in people and Nagana in animals, in cows. So they asked for my help as an insect scientist, and I gave it to them. They took me around a lot of countries in Africa. I enjoyed myself, but it was also very hard work. And then I've also done some work for the country office of the World Bank. They wanted to know whether it would be good to promote fishing, the fish farming, because I've done some research in fish farming as well. So although I'm trained as an insect scientist, I use my knowledge and skills in biology to be able to work with other animal groups. But I love insects. So as a head of department, that is like being the headmaster in my department. I have to make sure that staff are doing their jobs. Sometimes some of them are not very good, so I have to remind them to do their jobs. Those who do it well, I commend them. Those who are not very good, I warn them that they have to do better. But so far so good, I think my staff like me. I make sure that the money we get from the tuition fees paid by students is spent properly, and make sure we account. I hope you know what accounting is. Make sure that nobody has stolen any money. I attend meetings and meet people, and in that way I am able to interest some people into what we do, then we can develop projects. For example, 1 month ago, my department implemented a course on fish farming, which was supported by the government of Iceland, and that was very successful. So those are the sort of projects we do, and more are being planned. So how did I get into the sciences? I believe I had some interest, but my colleagues who study psychology say that all children, or at least 99% of children between the years of 3 and perhaps 8, love nature. They love plants, they love animals, they are curious. To them the world is a new magical thing. So if as a parent or a teacher you make them scared of plants and animals, then they may start to fear nature, which will lead them into sciences. But when I grew up in Entebbe, we lived very close to the botanical gardens, and that was our playground. We ate fruits, we climbed trees like monkeys, and it was very exciting. And then, in the course of growing up, I also realized, because my mother didn't have very much money, she had to grow food to feed us sometimes. So I was aware that if you put seed into the ground, you came up with something to eat. Then when we moved to Kampala, because we were now far away from the lake, we were not eating as much fish as we used to do, and I love fish. So because I had seen my mother to put seed into the ground and come up with beans or maize, which I love, I decided I'll take this seed out of fish. To me, the seed in fish was the little white ball in the eyes, because I love to eat the eyes in the fish. So you know that little white thing. To me, as a 10-year-old, that was the seed. So I did not even tell her. I got that seed, I collected them each time we had fish, and then eventually I went and planted them. And I waited. And I waited. And I still waited. I watered. And I think she wondered why I kept watering this patch of soil. Until I told her one day that, I asked her, why doesn't this fish grow? And she asked, where is it growing from? So I showed her where I had planted this seed. And that's when she told me, fish is not planted like beans. You have to go to the lake and to get it. But for me that was a lesson about growing things. So I think those were my first lessons in science. And the school where I was, of course, they encouraged us. But at home, at that time, there used to be a very interesting program called Lifeline. I think it was called Lifeline. It was a medical program. And because my mother knew that I liked things which were to do with nature, she encouraged me to watch it. So I thought, by the time I was in P7, I knew I wanted to be a doctor. But also because I used to fall sick a lot, would keep going to hospital and I would get better. So I think, to me, the doctor's world was a very glamorous thing, and that's what I wanted to do. But by the time I got to S2, S3, I was beginning to doubt, because then I knew in hospitals there is pain, sometimes things are not very pretty, blood and all that. So I wasn't very sure I really wanted to do medicine, but I still thought I would do it. So my first career prospect, I thought I would become a doctor of human medicine. But by the time I filled in the forms at S4, because I had been struggling with physics and chemistry and maths, I thought maybe I wouldn't get the grades to go and to university, get the grades to do medicine at the university after my A-levels. So I put the next best thing, which was agriculture. And anyway, I had loved growing things, trying to grow everything, including fish. So my really second choice, which now is really my first choice, was agriculture. And as I said before, to me physics and chemistry and maths, I love them, especially chemistry and biology. I also like geography. And I like literature because I really like to read books. But for me, they were a struggle. Sometimes in maths I'll get 60% and 40%. Same thing with chemistry, and I struggled. Then, when I was going to ESCO, we got new teachers in our school who are very patient with us. I think they had been told these girls fear sciences as well. Some of them are struggling. But these teachers were very good. I especially remember the maths teacher. He was called Mr. Dungu Mato. And he was very patient with us. He taught us things from the basics, first principles. He would ask, why did you fail this number? Why do you think this was the answer? And then he would explain where you went wrong. So from getting 40 and 60, I started getting 80%. Same thing, we also got a new chemistry teacher and a new history teacher. So by the time I got to ESCO, I was getting very good grades. And I was doing better in the arts, the history, I did home economics, I was very good in literature. But to me, biology, chemistry, physics were the things that excited me. So I chose to do sciences and then, because it was exciting. Actually, I think I was a little arrogant. Because I was excelling in the arts, I decided to do something that I had to struggle to do well. I think that is the nice thing about being young. You just get into something without fearing. And that's how I would like you to be. Be cautious, but don't hold yourself back. So I did the sciences, and I continued to struggle with physics and chemistry, and maybe that's why I did not get the very good grades that would have got me to the Faculty of Agriculture, because I took a slightly higher grade. But I got into science, and I told myself, this is where I'm going to do my best. I've not got what I wanted, but I'll make sure I utilize this opportunity and do the best I can. And for sure I did. Today, I'm qualified as an agricultural entomologist. Entomology is the science of insects. During the course of my 3 years in my first degree, I realized the way to get to agriculture was to go the insect way. Plants, but insects. You know pests. Those of you, or at least you know about them. All of us know about mosquitoes. And in agriculture, people cannot grow, they grow crops, but they do not get everything they want because of pests. And to me, that was my entry point into agriculture. So I did not get a BS in agriculture, but I do a lot of my work in agriculture, and I'm very happy where I am. What does it take? You have to study hard. Be focused. I don't know if it's still there today, but in my time, students would get up in the night to read. So when they read from 8 in the morning, then we went to bed at 10, then they'll get up at midnight and read until 4 a.m. and sleep, and then we had to be up at 6. But I love to sleep, even today. As a child, I was beaten for sleeping too much, but I think my body needs that sleep. So what I used to do, I would read, understand what I'm reading during the day, be focused on what I'm reading. I would give myself little tasks. Today I'll study digestion and make sure I understood digestion. Then I slept. Some of my classmates were not happy about that. They trans-nighted, that's what we call it. I don't know what it's called today. Okay, winter. Because it's cold. So I did trans-night, but I was always among the best in class. Because I was focused on what I read. I refused to bow to peer pressure. Peer pressure sometimes cannot be a very good thing. So be focused, persevere. If you fall, if you fail, get up and try again. Because life is about trying again. Whether you've done arts, whether you've done sciences, you always try again. You don't give up. I always like that motto from one of the secondary schools, never give up. I think that's in Gayaza. I don't know what your motto here is. Could I have one person say it, because I can't pick it up. Yes, please. For God and my country? Yeah, that's also a very good one. Then it keeps you honest. enjoy what you do, but also learn from others. Even if you're the first in your class, you always get the best grades. It doesn't mean you know it all. Be humble enough to always be willing to learn from others. And those who may struggle, do not be shy. None of us is born stupid. The only stupid thing you can do is fear to ask. This is the time for you to learn. Your job in school is to learn. When you go out there, they assume you've learned. So you don't want to embarrass yourself saying, I don't really know. So this is the time to ask what you know. You should know. So why science? It's not, I said, it's not difficult, it's challenging. It's exciting. It gives that, to me that was what I found. That feeling of wow. The first time I saw the cells of a plant, I could not believe it. Have you seen something like that? There is a very simple thing you can do to see the cells of a plant. If you get an onion, especially the big onions, which are a bit fleshy, and tear it sort of sideways, you will come up with a very thin skin. Even when you are chopping onions at home. If you put that thin skin under a microscope, a microscope at around a magnification of 40 to 60, you will see the cells of a plant. In this case, the cells of an onion. It's a very simple experiment to do. Then you get recognized. If you think of the inventors, you've heard of the Nobel Peace Prize. It was first awarded to someone who did physics. If you think of computers, who do you think about? Bill Gates. If you think about those who went to the moon, they did a lot of physics and maths, Neil Armstrong and his group. Those are the people we know. Of course, I'm not saying you want to be recognized if you do the arts, but what they can do in the arts, you can also do in the sciences. And of course, there is money. Bill Gates is one of the richest people in the world, just because he worked with his computers and Microsoft, worked his programs, and he's a rich man today. You can think of people closer to home. Although I'm sure they may deny it, but if you think of people like Dr. Margaret Chigozi, the boss of the Uganda Investment Authority, she's a medical doctor, but she works with industry and investors. If you think of the lady who heads one of the electricity companies, Dr. Irene Muloni, she's a very wealthy woman. She did engineering. So these are some of, if you turn your knowledge of science into products, you can get money. I know a lot of people say, I'll go and do business administration. That's okay. But if you are a business administrator of a science-based industry, you earn double. Because there are not many scientists around. We need more. So what are some of the benefits I've enjoyed and continue to enjoy as a lady in science? I am qualified, very well trained, and because of that, I feel confident to stand anywhere. I do a lot of work with men, but to me, I don't think about that. I'm there to do a job, and I do it and try to do it well. I've been able to travel just because of my training. Otherwise, I would never have traveled. Actually, all the places I've been to in the world, I've never had to pay any money myself. Somebody pays it for me. And I've been to many places and continue to hope I'll go to many places. I have a few assets in my life. I live a comfortable life. I meet important personalities. When I went to England, we were a few groups. We were only 3 from Uganda. I was the only girl. And there were also students from other parts of Africa, and we were hosted to a dinner by Prince Charles himself. He was excited to see these people from Africa who were coming to do all, and we're all going to do sciences. I have met President Kagame when I went to Rwanda to do some work for them, to teach at their university. Of course, I've met our own president, although he would never remember me. But during the course of my work, I meet important people. Just 2 weeks ago, I met our ambassador, Uganda's ambassador to Belgium. He came to the university and he's trying to get Belgium interested into supporting sciences. So that's how I met him. I would never have met an ambassador, but he came over. And because I work with insects in agriculture, I'm able to do my own pest control. I don't have to hire someone to come and spray cockroaches or mosquitoes for me. And I'm trying to start a small farm, so I do my own pest control work on that farm. So I save my money and put it in other things. So let's look more closely at those science lessons. Maybe some of you are like crying, scratching your heads, asking, you're miserable. I assure you, you can smile at the end of that, and smile big. So I'll use one example, which I hope you've come across in biology, food webs. Know what, have you come across that term, food webs? Feeding. What is food webs? What is a food web? Someone raise their hand, be confident. There is no wrong answer. It's a very simple thing. Who wants to volunteer? Okay, it's about eating and being eaten, isn't it? Yes. Okay, now I want to show you some examples of industries which are actually based on this lesson in biology, food webs. So the lesson is, your teachers are going to take you through many lessons. You may think they are boring or difficult, but there is a reason behind it. When I first did food webs, I didn't know that there was a reason behind it. So maybe the teachers can help when they are teaching to show the application side of things. So food webs, our first example, we take it from, do you recognize this insect? The honeybee. It feeds on nectar and pollen, which it gets from flowers. So the flowers are eaten, and maybe the bees are eaten by something else. But by studying bees and seeing what they eat, and knowing what they transform nectar and pollen into, there is a whole industry in the world, a multi-million-dollar industry of beekeeping. The technical name, high fancy name, is apiculture. So the bees take nectar and pollen from the flowers, convert it into honey. You're all familiar with honey. But they also convert it into other products. I only have one other product here. Since honey is familiar to all of you, I didn't really carry anything. This is just a little honey. But there is another product called beeswax. This is beeswax. This is the material bees make to build their homes, the comb in which they store their honey and rear their babies. So when you process it to come with this is beeswax. Have you ever seen it? Okay, I'm going to give you a chance to show you a product from beeswax. What is this? This is maize. It looks like real maize, but it's a candle made out of beeswax. So from this, you can get this. And use it to light your home. You can make it as a gift. You can make all sorts of fancy things out of it. And there are other products that bees make, all because of studying that lesson in biology, food webs. My examples are taken from biology because that's where I am. And look at this. Sequoia. A little comb. This is also another candle made from beeswax. So this is an example. Maybe if you can pass this round, please handle it carefully, don't damage it. I want it back. Please pass it round quickly at yourselves. So that is transforming a simple plant resource, nectar and pollen, by an insect into something it needs for its own self, but because we study it, we can get those products out of beeswax. This. Maybe some of you can also take it. Don't try to break it. So this is melted and poured into a mold like that one, which looks like maize. And you can sell. Those products are very expensive. Our second example is taken from sericulture. This is another fancy name for farming caterpillars for silk. Silk is one of the most expensive fabrics in the world. In January this year, I walked into a shop in Kampala and I saw this very beautiful gown, a very fancy party dress. And when I asked the price, I was told 600,000 shillings. And I couldn't believe why. Why is it so expensive? Until I looked at the label and it said 100% silk. It's different from cotton. Not many people in Uganda wear it because it's expensive. But some people do. You can get some items. Some are not so expensive. But again, it's a lesson in food webs. This is a life cycle of a typical insect. From the eggs you get a larvae, then you get a pupae, then you get the adult, and in this case it's the life cycle of the silk moth. Now with the silk moth, at the pupa stage, the caterpillar